ask, you can ask, you can ask. Got a couple problems, need help solving. Baby mama or daddy, unnecessary drama now. You can ask, you can ask, you can ask. Just ask Ashlee. Hey, what's going on, y'all? We are back. I'm so excited. I hope y'all excited too. I missed y'all so much. But your girl has been busy. I have been getting it in. It's been so many things going on in my world. So I appreciate y'all coming back to come kick it with me. And I appreciate the patience, man. I just had to stop. I had to fall back for just a hot second so I can gather my bearings and get myself together. Like I said, it is so much going on in the Ask Ashlee world. So I just wanted to come back though and make sure that I showed y'all some love because I missed y'all. So we're gonna dig into this midday juice thing. My question for the day is, are we walking away from toxic? No. Are we walking away from friendships because they don't want to leave toxic partners? That's the question of the day. So as you guys are coming in, please sure to share the video. Make sure you comment. Let me know you here. Let me know you came back to kick it with me. Let me know what you've been doing. And let me know your answers. Okay. But before we get into the topic, I want y'all to let that simmer in your spirit. Am I walking away from a 20-year, 30-year, 15-year, 5-year friendship because this person doesn't want to do what's best for them? Am I really doing that? So while you simmer with that, sit with that, I want to make a couple more announcements, okay? Now, this weekend, I will be hosting for the Queens Village of Cincinnati. They have their Queens Liberation. It is a spoken word play that they're doing. I've never heard of a spoken word play, but it is phenomenal. I'm super excited to be working with these ladies. It is for grown folks only, so make sure that you are not bringing your children. But if you guys are interested in finding out more about that or seeing what that's about or even getting tickets, you can go ahead and go over to queensliberation.eventbrite.com and grab your tickets. There's going to be vendors, there's going to be shopping, there's going to be food, and then you will have the stage play that starts at 5:30. So make sure that you guys are checking that out. Also, I want to make sure, because you know me and my girl, shout out to my girl Ashlee and shout out to my girl Cece. We have this major event coming September the 19th. Y'all need to be ready for when I drop these tickets. But right now, we are still doing the early bird special for the ultimate vendor package for our event. You get, with this entry, right now it's $125. The early bird ends Thursday at 11:59 p.m. If you want the early bird package deal, you have to make the payment before 11:59 on Thursday. I'm telling you right now, the event is going to be dope. It's going to be major. It's going to sell out. Make sure you're there. And if you cannot be a vendor, we have other opportunities for you to support and for you to be there as well. Hey, Maurice, what's going on? I am absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for coming to kick it with me. Kaz, baby, thank you so much for the love. I have missed you so much, and I'm so glad that you were able to make it to my girl Michaela's book signing. Thank you so much for that continued support. Oh, you guys know I was doing Fox 19 kind of like sporadically here and there. Your girl got a nice little every weekend spot now, so you can catch me on Fridays or Saturdays on Fox 19. I do the early morning session with Ken. Ken is awesome. So I'm doing that segment Fridays or Saturdays, anywhere between 8:30 and 10 o'clock a.m. So make sure that you guys are tuning in and catching that. More kind of like community liaison. I'm just letting people know what's going on in the community. What are our Black-owned businesses doing? What are we doing to be in service of the community? So make sure that you guys are checking that out as well. And then I just made my announcement that your girl is also going to be a published, okay? Can we say the word published? A published advice columnist for the Cincinnati Herald. Shout out to the Cincinnati Herald. I'm super excited to be partnering with them. So make sure that you guys are getting that digital print. Make sure that you guys are seeing your girl's name in writing, okay? The advice in writing. Make sure that you guys are fully supporting. All right, so let's get back to it. Again, share the video, like the video. Y'all already know what it is. Question: are we walking away from friendships because they do not want to leave their toxic relationships? Is that a thing? I'm going to go ahead and get into the email that was received. You guys know that you can always call in and give me your input at 513-873-7134 because I love to have you guys on the show as well. But let's hop on into this thing. Dear Ask Ashlee, one of my oldest friends is unhappily married. She has been married for nearly 20 years. And on the surface, she has a great life. Her husband makes good money. They live in a nice home. They have 2 children. She travels on the regular, but she is not happy. Apparently, she and her husband do not have sex. Oh, Jesus. And when they do, she is never satisfied. She says that he's small. Po little tink tink. On top of that, her husband treats her badly, and she thinks that he sees other women. So here's my question. Should I cut her off? Meaning, I am tired of hearing about it. She will not leave him because of the money and the lifestyle. Her problems with her marriage seem to have consumed her, and it's all she talks about. I am a bad friend, or if I am I a bad friend if I want to remove her from my circle because I am just so tired of hearing about their problems. I have my own problems, and I feel as if she never listened, and I never get a chance to talk about it because her issues are always on the table. Help us out and tell me if I would be wrong to walk away from the friendship. That's what friends are for, right? That's what friends are for. Friends are not there to listen to your shit all day long because guess what? They do have their own things that they're working on as well, right? Right. So here's the thing that I have learned within my 35 years of being a friend to some, um, an enemy to none, but a friend to some. Boundaries are everything. I'm going to say this again. Boundaries, and you guys know that we have talked about this time and time again. Boundaries are everything. And if you are in a situation or you are in a friendship where boundaries cannot be respected, then yes, you walk away. You walk away with a smile. You walk away with love in your heart. You walk away as fast and as far as you need to walk away because the boundaries are not being respected. Now, I am a big fan of lifelong friendships, but I am also not oblivious to the fact that some people grow at their own pace and some people choose to stay complacent and stay where they are. If you are the person who is growing and who is trying to evolve into a better person and trying to be a different kind of individual, but your friends want to stay complacent and they want to stay in the same space and they don't really want to move forward or make improvements in their lives, then guess what? You get to love them from afar. You get to go ahead and distance yourself. And it's nothing personal. It's really not. Actually, let me take that back. It's actually intentionally personal, right? Because the point is you want to get rid of all toxic energy, negative energy, bad energy, gossiping energy, anything that does not suit the life that you are trying to move in the direction you are trying to move in. You want to eliminate that, right? But if this is your girl, right? And she's just really, really going through something right now. And you know that this is really not who she is. But this unhappiness, this pain, this hurt that she's been consumed with has really just taken hold of her life and you don't want to walk away, you don't want to leave her, then that is when you have to set those boundaries. And again, they have to be respected. So what do those boundaries look like, right? What do those boundaries look like? Those boundaries look like putting certain subjects in a box. And if you want her marriage to be in the box, baby, put that marriage in the box and we don't talk about that. That's one of the things we don't talk about. We leave that totally off the table. Okay? Second thing, you can do a 5-minute mark. You don't even have to give your advice. You can let her vent for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And after that, it's in and it's out. You have completely dismissed yourself from that. And whatever else it was she was talking about, you did not allow that to stick on you. Right? Or you can just go ahead and simply say, you know what? Let me be real with you. I love you, but I don't want to hear about this no more. I don't want to talk about him no more. I don't want to hear about how he's hurting you anymore, especially if you're not going to do anything about it. Story time. Y'all know I love story time, right? So, I know for a while that I was in a relationship. We've already talked about this many, many times. But my best friend, she had to put my relationship in a box. She had to put it in a box because it was starting to affect her mentally because she loved me that much. She didn't understand for the life of her why I was allowing certain things to be done to me, or why I was staying in a situation that was not making me happy, but then complaining about it on a regular basis. And I'll never forget the day that she called, or we were on the phone, and I was like, hey, I'm going through this. Like, he did this, and this happened, and girl, that happened. And remember when I told you about this? And she was finally like, best friend, best friend, best friend. Hey. And I said, yes, ma'am. And she said, I don't want to talk about this no more. I don't want to hear about this. I don't even want you to say this person's name to me anymore, because I cannot take it. I cannot deal with the fact that you allow these things to happen. I cannot deal with the fact that it is hurting you the way that it is, and I can't do anything about it. So can we please not talk about him anymore? She created a boundary. And what did I do? I had no choice but to respect it. My friendship mattered. You know what I'm saying? I valued my friendship, and I was salty. Honestly, I was really salty. But at the same time, I also felt really, really bad that I even put her in a situation like that, for her to feel like she had to cut that subject short. So when you are in a position like that, and you know that this is really starting to consume you the way that it's consuming her or consuming him, regardless of who the friends are, create that boundary. And if that boundary, again, cannot be respected, have no problem walking away. Read this comment from Cass. Cass says, for me, it depends on the level of toxic. If it's domestic abuse, no, because it might be the personal feeling, or it might be the personal feel even more helpless, like they can't leave. For this, yes, walk away. Distance yourself until she gets her ish together. This is a this is a piss or get off the pot situation. And I ain't mad about that. I'm not mad about that. Because at the end of the day, we got to get to a space where we really start making the best decisions for us, and we don't consider them to be selfish. We don't consider these situations to be selfish. We don't consider these situations to just be self-centered or anything like that. The reality is, what you have going on in your life is negatively affecting me, and baby, I have to step off. I have to step off. I have to walk away. I can't do it anymore. And that's okay. That is perfectly fine. But just know that if it's ever you on the other side, keep in mind the way that the universe works. What you put out is what you put in, and vice versa. If you are putting out this information or that energy, then that energy is going to come back to you 10 times fold. You can distance yourself from somebody without being nasty. You can distance yourself from somebody with a lot of love and a lot of, nurturing and comforting in your heart. You simply just say these words: I love you, but I love me more. And right now, what you are going through is consuming me, because you will not do anything about it. So I can't listen to this no more. We can talk about everything else underneath the sun, but this subject is off limits, okay? And they have to respect that. That's it. That's it. That's all. Derek, what's going on, baby? Welcome back. I know you miss me. So I really want to know what you guys think. This is actually going to be something that I'm probably going to put into the Cincinnati Herald. So I want to know your thoughts. I want to know what it is that you think. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm right. I could take it. Got a couple of those that don't like to agree with me on a regular basis, but I can take it. I personally feel like this. It depends on the friendship. It depends on the person, and it depends on the situation. The friendship, how valuable is this friendship to me? The person, how valuable is this person to me? And I'm not talking about this been my homegirl for 20 years. We ride or die, blah, blah, blah. Because here's the thing. We have to get to a point where we learn, like, time doesn't really mean too much of anything if you are not respected and valued in the process of that. It doesn't really mean much. So depending on the person, depending on the value of the friendship, and then just depending on the situation. Cass, I'm with you. Baby, if he beating you down, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know if I can walk away, because I'm going to feel bad. I feel like at one point or another, you may need me to come and save the day. I don't really know what that's going to look like, because I ain't saying I'm about to jump in and start swinging on folks, because I don't swing on grown men. I don't play with grown men like that. But that's not to say that I wouldn't do anything either, okay? Because your girl stays strapped. But that's not to say I wouldn't do anything either, but I don't swing on grown men, because I don't play with grown men like that. But if this is a situation where you're just not walking away and you just don't want to do it because you're scared or whatever the case may be, and then it's daunting to our friendship and it's all we talk about, and then you don't respect the boundary that I've created, yes, baby, I'm out. Deuces. I'm gone. I'm walking out. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if I'm right. Let me know if I'm wrong. Like I said, this will probably be in the Cincinnati Herald. So if you want to see my actual extended form of advice, you can go ahead and copy a copy of that next week. I'll have that out. Also, we will be back Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1. We gonna go ahead and give it like 1 o'clock on 15. I know that's color people time, but the reality is sometimes those extra 15 minutes are needed. And that's just the reality of that. But I missed y'all. I love y'all. Thank you so much. I never try to keep y'all too long. I really want to make sure that y'all know that y'all can still contact me and email me at oneaskshley@gmail.com. That's the number one, Ask Ashley with 2 E's, no Y, at gmail.com. And I will be available to give you all advice too. Also, if you are interested in booking my services, because I've had a lot of people ask me about that, you can head over to my website. That's ask-ashley.com. There's a booking tab on there, and you could go ahead and book me that way, or you can email me directly or hit me up in my DMs directly. I have no problem with that either, and just shoot me a text and let me know. Come with a budget, okay? Okay, because we're here now. Okay, so just come with a budget. That's all I'm saying, baby. Come with a budget. I like what you said about setting boundaries. I would tell her that I can't take it anymore, and that it's hurting the friendship. Life is too short, and that's nothing wrong with that, because boundaries are our friends, guys. Boundaries are important. Boundaries keep us safe. They keep us whole. They keep us mentally prepared for everything else that life hits with, or that life throws at you, right? So there's nothing wrong with you walking away. And don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty, and don't let anybody else make you feel guilty for making the right choice for you. You can handle certain things that I may not be able to handle, and I can handle certain things that you may not be able to handle. The reality is, as long as you are doing what is best for you without hurting, demeaning, disrespecting, or devaluing someone else in the process, you are good to go. Make your choices and make them wisely. Okay? Okay. I love y'all. I will see y'all on Thursday about 1-ish, 1:15. Y'all know the color people time. Okay. Make sure that y'all go ahead and follow us in digital media, and then go ahead and head over to my YouTube and follow me at Ask Ashley on my YouTube page. I'll go ahead and put that link in here as well. Before I let y'all go really quick, Cass says, also try giving her constructive advice as you usher that topic into a box like, try this, but I don't want to discuss it anymore. And I'm cool with that too. I'm cool with that too. But you know what? If let me just say this, Cass, and I'm gonna let y'all go. If this conversation has gotten so bad to where you feel like it has completely consumed your friend, I guarantee you, you have had that conversation already. You have had, girl, try this. Or girl, I wouldn't have did that. Or did you try this? Have you tried talking to him about this? And then sometimes, let's be honest. Sometimes, and I have had this conversation with my married friends before. I am not a married woman. I don't have all the answers, because what I may do in my marriage and accept in my marriage, you may not. You may not. So the reality is, the advice that you want to give her is advice that is suiting to her, not to you. Not what it is that you would do, but what she needs to do for her. And that's it. That's all. That's it. And that's all. I love y'all, and I will see y'all all next. No. I'll see y'all on Thursday. Bye.